Tyler's still out there. He has plans to kill both of us. I'm going to fix it.
Fix it? You're the reason he escaped.
She's got a point.
Stay out of this.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
Oh yeah, Wednesday is capable of murder when she needs it, or just kind of feels like it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, really all I can speak to is what I think Tyler's feelings are, and I think that human side of him definitely does have those deep feelings for her, and I think we got to see just like, it was really fun to play with. You know, there's so many layers in front of him with the hide and being controlled by different people. But the fact that his feelings for her are so strong, they have these little unspoken moments of peeking through. It was really fun to find those, especially that like kind of final one with Tim in episode 8.
I mean, I was so thrilled when I read it, and you know, you see that fight on the page, and I immediately start thinking of all the fun things you can get up to. In terms of how Isaac feels about thing, I don't know. I feel like it might be a bit. To me, it felt a bit clinical and a bit entitled, as opposed to, you know, this emotional connection to the hand. You know, I mean, he's clearly not emotional about taking out his literal own heart, you know? And so I think a lot of it is just the idea that somebody could have something of his, and that he's not allowed to have it right away is probably very frustrating. That pettiness was interesting to me. But yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of just willing to accept his fate at the end of season 2. I think, you know, he knows that without a master, he's going to die. Capri offers this like slight chance of hope. He's kind of nothing left to lose. I think also we had basically blamed the Addams family for my mom like not getting the hide taken away when they were teenagers, and like that's everything. But I think he's kind of learned that there was more to the story by the end of season 2.
We had about 2 weeks to rehearse, I think, once we found out like what we were doing. We found out we were going to be dancing like while we were shooting, because we don't get all the scripts until like right before you start filming those episodes. So we knew we were doing a Lady Gaga song, and we got to hear it like a few times before we started rehearsing. But because we weren't allowed to dance to it on the day, we rehearsed to what's called a click track, where they'd have like a similar beat to the song playing, and then they had one of our dancers like counting 8 counts out in the song, so you don't get lost when you're trying to film this. And I kept forgetting to like face act because I was counting in my head and being like, okay, this is
Like
what's
doing
coming
that
up next.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, and then I'd be counting out loud, and then I'd be like, oh no, wait, we can't be doing that. But it was really, really fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. And like the rehearsal process was also great, like workshopping ideas and seeing what worked, seeing what didn't, and just like playing around with what lifts we were gonna do was also quite cool. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I don't think that there's any tension or rivalry for Wednesday's attention anymore. I think they've gotten past that ever since like that dance scene and their little moment where she tells her to be her own psycho. I think they've sort of come to terms with each other and value each other as well. So yeah, I mean, I think that would be really cool if we were exploring the woods trying to find a werewolf. I think that would be really cool.
I was really confused at first because I didn't know like what was going on, but I think it's a fitting ending for her because Enid is so selfless and would do anything for the people that she loves, and I think the fact that she's willing to give up her humanity to save Wednesday's life is very sweet, and I don't think she had any hesitation towards it. So it's nice to do something for her friends, and it would be nice if they can find me and turn me back into a human as soon as season 3 starts, so I could be in it. Please, thank you. The body swap was so scary. Honestly, it was so scary to film because we didn't have any time to rehearse. So I think both of us were just really uncomfortable every day filming that. But I think we did a good job with the time that we were given. You know, we were just really trying to watch each other and imitate each other as best as possible without doing something that's just really over the top and fake. But I will say it was nice to not have to be so energetic all the time. It was nice to be quiet in a scene for once.
Well, I love a challenge. I really do. I love an acting challenge. And I think that Angela Robinson has handled the directing of those episodes so masterfully. And the performances that Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers give are just incredibly exciting and entertaining and surprising. I really loved being around them both when they were looking to each other to see what the natural expressions might be of a moment. And they're just such incredibly talented young actors. And seeing that really effortless talent come to life in front of you is something I find very inspiring, actually. I was just so thrilled to be a part of the project again, you know, and to see these really exciting storylines take place. But you also see the extent of the actors' incredible ability to transform into each other, and it's testament to not only their talent but also their understanding of each other and each other's characters. It was just an unmitigated delight. It really was, because I've completely fallen in love with Larissa Weems. You know, it's very unexpected after playing Brienne of Tarth for almost a decade that I should so quickly find another character that fascinates me and commands different parts of me in the way that Larissa Weems does. And, you know, it's a very powerful thing to be wanted. And it's a very powerful thing for someone to want you to be a part of something. So I felt very, very honored actually to be asked to come back and work with Tim Burton, particularly since the show had been such an unexpected hit in season 1. You know, I don't think anybody expected it to become this global phenomenon. So being asked to join them again on another journey was exhilarating to me, particularly when the writers, Alan Miles, had found such an interesting way to bring Larissa. And I've never played anyone dead before, and that presented itself with a very galvanizing acting challenge. As an actor, I always rely on the script, and I will ask questions, but I like to let my imagination fire. And I feel like if there are facts that I should know, either they will be in the script or they will be told to me by the writers or directors. So if that isn't clearly stated, I really love to just let my imaginative world flow. And I really love to provide the opportunity for the audience to be creative and formulate the story in their own minds. You know, as an actor, I might do some takes with one set of knowledge and other takes with different sets of knowledge in order to allow a creative process where the director can build the story that they choose. But I often wonder if the notion of being a spirit guide means that you are all-seeing, all-knowing. And sometimes you can't tell people everything. Sometimes they're just not ready.